And India today has accessed definitive video of Ladakh pullback by Chinese troops. These are the first close-up images of the disengagement at Pangong. In these visuals, you can see Chinese bulldozers destroying their own bunkers. PLA troops walking back towards their trunks and bases. Chinese breaking bunkers, tracks and defences between Finger 4 and 8 and on the south bank of Pangong Tso. Take a look at this report.
Chinese troops backing up. Bunker being dismantled. Vehicles being loaded for the pullback. Soldiers marching back from their forward posts. What you're looking at is the clearest high-definition view of the Ladakh disengagement. After 10 months in a tense standoff, and after India today broke to you the news of the momentous pullback, we now bring you the most defining, up-close, uncensored images of the Chinese army holding up its end of the retreat bargain. With the devastatingly cold winter still clinging to the bare Himalayas here in the Pangong sector, these images hold enormous significance for two big reasons. First off, the sector in Finger 4 in North Pangong, from where you see these troops dismantling their bunkers and moving back, is precisely the sector from where the Ladakh standoff was triggered in May last year. So things have basically come full circle to this one crucial area along with the standoff zone. Secondly, the South Pangong sectors in Chushul are where the tables were turned on China starting in August, when the Indian Army mounted a series of preemptive special forces missions to take position and hold back the Chinese. It is these moves that are widely seen to have caught China totally off guard and ensured their seriousness and sincerity at the talks table, leading to current disengagement effort.
From pillboxes to bunkers to sangars to tracks to communication equipment, all of it is being taken down. The images also show Chinese soldiers pulling back on the other side of the line of actual control. And according to top sources in the army, the A vehicles, the Chinese tanks and armored personal carriers have now moved beyond the Moldo garrison to their locations as a confidence-building measure.
With tanks already rolling back, along with artillery guns and heavy vehicles, India is keeping a hawk's eye on the Chinese retreat, taking nothing for granted. Using advanced high-resolution cameras with excellent zoom capabilities, the army is ensuring that every step of the disengagement is happening according to the agreement, with no space for subterfuge or stealth. What these videos show is that there's no rest. The ice may be melting around the Pangong, but there's no luxury of letting our guard down, not with an adversary like China. If everything goes well, scenes like these will play out in other friction points too.
Once disengagement is over, then begins the process of de-escalation and de-induction from this area. Until that happens, top sources on ground tell India today they are taking no chances and keeping a hawk eye on every development across the line of actual control. With cameraman Kripal Singh in Leh, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
And Gaurav Sawant continues to be with us on that big story. He got us that exclusive report. Gaurav, the big question here, obviously fingers crossed, because you did mention that first there has to be disengagement at all the friction points and then can there be de-escalation. But just take us through the inside track of what really happened. The Congress here says, yes, there is a pullback, but it's on the terms of the Chinese, not our terms.
You know, I've spoken to commanders on ground, Sneha, and nothing could be further from the truth according to commanders on ground. This pullback that's taking place at Pangong Tso is on India's terms, on either side. This happened after the 6th round of talks when on the 29th of August, India went and took the tactical and strategic advantage on the south bank of Pangong Tso, occupying the Gurung Hill, Magar Hill, Rizangla and Richinla. Chinese then realized that they were no longer on top of the situation. It was India that was on top of the situation, and these are only some of the places that we are mentioning in public domain. There are other tactical advantages that India has along the 832 kilometer long line of actual control. So China wanted to negotiate, and Lieutenant General P.J.K. Menon, the co-commander, was very clear. total pullback to April 2020 situation. And that means the Chinese not only dismantled the entire infrastructure that they'd built between Finger 8 and Finger 4, they also moved back lock, stock and barrel. That's exactly what the Chinese are doing. Now, as a confidence building measure to prevent a repeat of Galwan, India will not go between Finger 3 and Finger 8. Finger 8 is our claim line. And the Chinese will not come back between Finger 8 and Finger 3, which is, the Chinese claim line is Finger 4. So they will also not come and we will also not go. That's a temporary measure. Point one. Once this is done, then you move on to the other areas, which is Gogra, Galwan and Hot Spring. By all accounts, according to commanders on ground, once again, the Indian armies both tactically deployed there and enjoys a strategic advantage. The only issue that will or is likely to arise would be a long-term legacy issue, which is Depsang Plain, where the Chinese are preventing India from going up to our claim line. At the same time, commanders on ground tell me that they are preventing the Chinese from going up to the Chinese claim line. So all that talk about the 1959 claim line achieved by the Chinese, according to generals on ground, is not true. The Chinese haven't achieved the 1959 claim line. The fact that they're going back, the fact that they've taken their flag, their post, their bunkers, all their infrastructure, from windmills to transformers, everything, would they have done that if they were in a commanding position?
Okay.
They've done that because the Indian army, the government and the people sent out a strong message. Everything will be done to hold on to every inch of Indian territory, and that's exactly what's happening till now. What happens beyond that? Both sides will continue to jockey for an advantage either on ground or diplomatically, but this military diplomacy appears to be the road ahead along these 832 kilometers, Sneha.
Yes, Gaurav, at least there is disengagement at one friction site. Of course, there are many more friction sites where the Chinese and of course, we are at loggerheads, like Gaurav just pointed out. Gaurav, thanks for the moment. Meanwhile, Shiv explains the pullback by China. Take a look.
Well, these images are enormously significant for a variety of reasons. And as you watch these images that the Indian Army has shared first with India today, and as you're seeing, these are high definition images that zoom in completely from quite a distance away and show you the Chinese troops. You can see one particular Chinese troop there carrying some equipment as he dismantles his bunker. Here you can see in a much more clear way, these are three Chinese troops dismantling their, this semi-permanent defensive position, which is made up of lots of rocks in which they have weapons as well. These are all images that capture the actual disengagement as it happens. Now, this is the reason why this is very crucial is this shows you that the Indian Army is keeping a hawk's eye on every single step of the disengagement, right down to even the troop level is where you're seeing the Indian Army keeping tabs on what's actually going on. That's how important it is, because it shows that the Indian Army is validating, ratifying and checking to make sure that the Chinese are keeping up their end of the bargain. I'm sure the Chinese also have eyes on the Indian positions, but India is in an advantageous position in many of these sectors, and that's why you're seeing these extremely high quality images of the Indian Army keeping tabs. Tomorrow is that crucial review, so every frame from these videos that has been accessed by India Today's Gaurav Sawant in Ladakh are crucial, because these are the images that will give the Indian Army team the assurance that the Chinese side is keeping up their end of the bargain, dismantling bunkers, removing tanks, removing artillery, breaking down defensive areas, removing heavy vehicles and equipment from that area like they had promised, because those promises have actually been broken a couple of times in the past, and that's the reason why checking each step of this disengagement is so crucial, and that is the importance of these videos. The other reason why things are so crucial on the ground here is North Pangong sector, where much of this disengagement is happening, as also South Pangong, but North Pangong Finger 4 is where this entire standoff actually began 10 months ago, and this is where the disengagement has begun now. So in many ways this standoff has come full circle in the North Pangong sector. The South Pangong sector, as we saw in those earlier images, is where India really turned the tables on the Chinese and demonstrated its assertiveness, caught the Chinese off guard, put them on the defensive and really drew out their seriousness and sincerity at the talks table. Many people say say that that is precisely what brought the seriousness out in the Chinese and, led to this disengagement. So these images are going to be remembered for a very, very long time to come. Crucial meeting tomorrow to review progress on precisely what these videos are capturing.
And that's an India Today exclusive. We are going across to this conversation that we had previously with Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni. Listen in to what he had to say.
Chinese is absolutely all set for a war-like preparation. You can see the loopholes, you can see the bunkers, you can see the overhead protection, and now you can also see them pulling back, you can see the dismantling, you can see the vehicles, you can see the JCB. That is what probably, as I see, the Chinese are looking at wanting to prove. Most others seem to think that China can't be trusted. China is a nation which has gone berserk. They're wanting to expansionism is what they're looking at. But here, they've got an opportunity to prove that, yes, they can walk the talk. And I probably think that the Chinese are wanting to do that. But let us not be carried away. Let it not be a smokescreen. Let us not get complacent about it. Let us be vigilant about it. But yes, it's a welcome step. We must grant China to what it has said and it is doing.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.